Hey guys, so Kurt, Mother here with the Barangay. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my particular setup and my preferences on what I like to run, some things I've learned over the years when it comes to both airsoft and milsim, but also the kind of transition to real steel, which I've been doing for the past couple of years. There is a preference to how you run things, but there's also a thing about making sure things are right, things fit, and things go where they're kind of supposed to go. So I'll start real quick with the plate carrier. First off, the base of this is a Ido Gear Slickster. Its build quality is okay, but this one's really just for airsoft really. I have a 3-mag 5.56 placard right here. It's Velcro, and then there's these two Swift clips right here. So this is nice and snug. I like to run things pretty slick. As you can see, like that's pretty much what I have a lot, and just hanging out in the front. This one I reserve for anything that I need to put in. I could put a 3rd mag in there, but sometimes like I'd rather put something that I'm gonna reach for more often than not. We got some trauma shears back here. You'll use this more for cutting anything besides clothing. I have a PTT hooked up right here to my left. Use my thumb to accentuate it. Recently I got this Nightcore little, I'd say emergency light. It's got a Velcro back, and then there's another mount where it's a bit curved that goes into a helmet, which I don't have with me right now. But one thing that I do consider, especially when I play, is like having identification lights of some sort. This one's set to red, so if I turn it on, there you go. So these little things, you can find them on Lazada, whatever. These are called, they're authentically called the First Spear tubes. It's just super fast, super easy to mount, so you can go either way. I think like whoever made this is a fucking genius. Here on the side, I have a small pouch. This is a legit USGI med pouch that I use for basically if I need to put something in quick. It could be like an extra med kit of some sort. This is very old actually. Like I bought it at a surplus store like I'd say a decade and a half ago, but I still like using it, and it still uses really old, you can see right there, Alice clips. I also do consider putting my radio in the back if I'm going to not change frequencies. I'll hook it up in the back. That's going to stay there. I also keep mag pouches in the back, specifically not only for myself but possibly for a teammate. And these are old 511 AR mag pouches that I've had for as long as I've been playing airsoft. This cummerband is really loose because of all the wear and tear, but Velcro wise, it still works. Yeah, apart from that, this is very slick. Very slick, very simple. Nothing too crazy about it. Sometimes I tend to get carried away where I place shit. The less that I know where I'm putting shit on me, the more faster I'll get to it. And you know, that comes to just, again, both preference and experience. So I'll go down to my belt gear. First off, the base of this belt is actually a side tag. What I do like about this is because it's a one belt system. I've always been a fan of just taking your belt and putting it on. I make sure that this is tight enough so it doesn't sag, it doesn't move around too much. So these are STAC tailored Ido Gear pouches. Nothing crazy about them. It's using these new Malice clips by Tactical Tailor. I don't think these are real Tactical Tailor Malice clips, but you kind of have to find online how to do this, because like I had a hard time trying to figure this out in the beginning. Again, I've been using these 511 for a long time now, and I prefer them because there's a lot of ways that you can actually lock your magazines into place. What I liked about this one was because you kind of just pull it, instead of pulling it from the bottom of it, you just have to pull it from the top. You can also keep it open, and then here I have a lanyard here, bungee cord if you will, just right here. I need to replace this though, because again, this is very old. Anything stretchy will degrade over time, so it's always good to be aware about that, find ways to replace it. I've tried fitting in AK mags in here. They do fit actually. If I will run a 2nd mag on my belt, I will, but I can also use this for like, here I have a multi-tool. It's always good to have a multi-tool with you. Here I have a Ido Gear dump pouch that is modeled after lobster trap dump pouch. So right now it's folded away, but if I fold it out, It's just a nice, handy little dump pouch. Moving along, I do have a, I believe this is an Emerson Blue Force Gear inspired med pouch. What I liked about this is just you just pull one tab from one side and you can see there I have gauze, whatever. Along the line I have this. This is a Maxpedition thin general pouch that I've had for years as well. This is a Kydex holster modeled after the T-Rex Ragnarok. I actually don't know what brand I bought this from, but I do know I bought this from Lazada. Level 1 retention, meaning it's only friction based. There's no locking mechanism. There's no button that you have to press or depress rather to pull out your sidearm. Quality wise, it's actually pretty good. I've had a few falls with this, hasn't cracked. Fitting is a bit different depending on your model. This one is fitted for a Glock 17 and up to a 34 for some reason. I've tried a Glock 34 here, it kind of fits. You just got to make sure that you have a weapon light. So this is an X300 fakie, just fits like that. Like, it's pretty rigid. Sometimes I do have to adjust it for like actual real steel guns, such as a real Glock 17 with a real X300. But the reason why I like this type of holster, especially the Ragnarok type holster, is just because of how easily you can draw from this. Good to train on. I also have on this is a QLS system that, of course, this is not this based on the Safariland QLS system. Sometimes you want to try other, your teammates' sidearms. You can just switch it out, just mount it right here, and then it just goes there, right there. So pretty self-explanatory. Lastly, on my kit, or my belt kit, this is a Rhino Rescue tourniquet. I do also have North American NAR tourniquets at home. If I was to bring the same belt on a range day, it's good to have one when you don't need it, rather than not having one and you actually need it. And the way that I mounted this actually was because I just fashioned something at home. This is all just bungee cord tied around. Is it nice to look at? Probably not. It's not cool, it's not tactical. So as you can see, like, it's just really one-stop shop. Put it there, holster right there. There you go. This is my belt kit. This is what I would use on airsoft or range days. Very slick, very simple, nothing too crazy. High-speed gear, if you will. Not one size fits all. This is all my preference. This is all what I prefer. What's yours is up to you.